repeated that claim, told it to the press. But then they looked at the surveillance video, and that wasn't true. He wasn't threatening anybody, even with a Walmart BB gun. So what is the liability for somebody who acts like a snitch, who wants to call 911 regardless of what they say? You know, what is feeding these people? Is this see something, say something? Do they want to be good little informants who are going to get a pat on the head from Homeland Security? I mean, why would somebody do something like this? We have some real serious problems in this society, and it isn't limited just to the police. We have a lot of people who are apathetic. We have a lot of people like this guy, Ronald Ritchie, who are so eager to call the police. We need to talk about this. We need to set up some rules of engagement. But of course, when it comes to Ferguson, it is all about race and race only. Now, people are doing something about this in the Ohio situation, the man who was shot in Walmart. Anonymous has really taken up this case, and we have a picture of this article here from countercurrentnews.com. A lot of anonymous protesters. Now, there's been a lot of protests. There's been protests from people with Ohio Open Carry. The Ohio Student Association has protested many times, but they say that each of these times, Anonymous was there and is getting larger and larger. And of course, Anonymous has also put out, I think, a pretty good manifesto about what this problem is and laying it out in this particular situation. They said, it's come to our attention, the cold-blooded murder of a 22-year-old John Crawford. Due to video evidence released by Walmart, we will now begin Op John Crawford. Our demands are simple. Fire and or disarm Officer Sean Williams. Yes, if he's going to continue in the police force, let him continue in the police force without a gun. That used to be quite common in America. It still is done in Alaska, where they pride themselves on de-escalating situations and talking to people rather than shooting people. They say if he's going to remain, disarm him, bring criminal charges against 911 caller Ronald Ritchie, who essentially started this and got the guy killed. Publicly apologize to John Crawford's family. These demands must be met, or we will take steps to ensure justice will be served. We have already taken down Beaver Creek's main site for hosting information about the police. We will leak any and all information about all police officers of Beaver Creek and government officials. A message to the Beaver Creek government. You have caused this by your ignorance in not responding to the murder of an innocent man. We will target any and all sites that you support. Now, that's Anonymous's way of dealing with it. We need to have other people get involved as well. There are other things that can be done other than targeting their internet sites. We need to have community leaders who are going to stand up to Obama's decrees. They're going to stand up to the police who are going over their rules of engagement. You know, we talked about these homeschoolers who were basically won in a court in Missouri that ruled that their constitutional rights were violated. Now they are suing that area. You know, the problem is they're going to sue that police force. They're going to sue that municipality. And guess who's going to pay for it? It's going to be the taxpayers, of course. And in a sense, I guess they are responsible if they don't reform their government. If we are going to sit by and apathetically allow this to happen again and again without any reformation, I guess we should be hit with multi-million-dollar compensation lawsuits. I believe that one of the things that needs to be done to get this in control is to take that money out of the police department, make individuals liable. If they're found guilty of criminal action, they should not be able to hide behind a uniform. We need to treat them the same way that we treat other people. So there's a lot of different places where we could be making these kinds of important reforms, but instead they push us into a racist narrative. And we're going to be talking to Paul Joseph Watson. He has a article that's up on Infowars.com today. Democrats in North Carolina have approved reparations for descendants of black victims from the 1898 Wilmington race riot. That's 1898, 116 years ago. There is nobody alive. But, of course, that is merely pandering to the base, trying to tell them that even though they just stuck the knife in their back and twisted it with this amnesty decree, stuck the knife in the back of minorities, blue-collar workers, low-wage job people, the backbone of the Democrat Party, even though they have been betrayed by Obama, they want to show they still care about them by trying to get them money from a 116-year-old incident. So we're going to talk to Paul Joseph Watson about that. And I want to talk to him also about this scandal that is continuing to unfold in the UK. MPs in Westminster, part of a pedophile ring, were untouchable, claims a former special branch officer. They say there was significant pedophile groups in Parliament who were untouchable to the police. This is something that happened 30 years ago. A former Scotland Yard detective has come forward to tell detectives in the Metropolitan Police Service's pedophile unit that Scotland Yard was aware of a group in Parliament who sexually abused children over 30 years ago. Now, as we had up last week on InfoWars, we had an article there from Liberty Blitzkrieg, and actually he put a number on that. And we're going to continue talking about this, as well as one other thing we're going to talk to Paul Joseph Watson about, and that is the implementation, essentially, of the Scottish law following people from birth to the age of 21. Now they're trying to piggyback that onto the Sandy Hook shooting. We'll be right back with that information. Stay with us.
This hour brought to you by CateyArmor.com, your most affordable option for body armor. Packages starting at $195. Go now to CateyArmor.com and get yours. That's CATI Armor.com. Come and take it.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Blockit Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Hey everyone, my Ghost 80% AR-15 project was a total success. Thank you, Guns80.com. Thank you. I bought my Ghost AR-15 at Guns80.com. It's everything I expected and more. Just got a note from my buddy Mark, and now they're having a huge Black Friday and a big Cyber Monday sale. Guess Christmas is coming early this year. I'm definitely ordering one for my brother on Black Friday because the price drops to $400. Yes, I did just say that. $400. Unbelievable. At Guns80.com, the big sale is on. Begins Friday, November 22nd, and ends December 1st. So hurry now. Sale prices for Ghost ARs again, $400. Black Friday will be a good day. Get your Ghost AR-15 at Guns80.com. Sale is on right now at Guns80.com. That's Guns80.com. Guns and the number 880.com. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone from our good friends at Guns80.com. The big sale is on. I'll see you there.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his two-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
Welcome back to the Alex Jones Show. I'm David Knight. On this Monday, November 24th, we were just talking about this breaking scandal in the UK. Actually, it's a 30-year-old scandal. The well-connected politicians, the MPs in Westminster, that's essentially like our Capitol Hill, they were untouchable, according to a former Scotland Yard detective. Several have come forward. We had this story up last week from Liberty Blitzkrieg by Michael Krieger. He says, I've long written about how the percentage of sociopaths within a group of humans becomes increasingly concentrated the higher you climb within the positions of power in a society, with it being chronic amongst those who crave political power the most. Now, he points out in some quotes here, he says that the files contained the name of 16 MPs said to be involved and another 40 who were supporting the goals of the pedophile information exchange, which sought to reduce the age of consent. You understand that? Remember the North American Man-Boy Love Association? They actually, in England, that was in America. In England, they had what they called the Pedophile Information Exchange, PI. Yeah. And it turns out that in a story from The Guardian, they have gone back and uncovered lobbying by a pedophile campaign. Now, this story from The Guardian, they essentially link a civil liberties organization to this pedophile organization. They say the members' hotline for the Pedophile Information Exchange rang, of all places, inside the Home Office. That's the, and I'm not sure exactly. I'll have to talk to Paul about what that is, if that's the, where the Home Office is, exactly which branch of government that is. But the phone would be picked up by Stephen Smith, a pedophile and a member of the group who worked in security in Whitehall, from where he would tell callers where to go to the next meeting to discuss issues, including decriminalizing sex with children as young as 4. See, this is how intricately it was linked. This is The Guardian reporting this. Now, they're talking to the lady who provided them cover, Harriet Harman. She was a labor deputy leader back in 1978 to 1982. They have tried to distance themselves from it. Nevertheless, this organization that they were part of, the NCCL, it's a civil liberties group, was tied, according to archived documents, according to the Guardian's research. They say archived documents appear to show how the pedophile group managed to influence policy at the civil liberties group, despite being run by people who believed in their right to have sex with young children. See, it's kind of interesting, isn't it, that we're sold abortion as being a right to privacy by a government that doesn't believe that we have privacy in any area of our lives, by a political party that has embraced that lack of privacy in all matters. We're not allowed to make decisions about our children's education, or in many decisions about our children's education. According to these people, they want to force everybody into the schools that they control, the schools that they run. They want to stop homeschooling, but yet, in the name of privacy, you're allowed to kill your child. Just like in the name of civil liberty, you are allowed to have sex with young children, according to this civil liberties group in the UK. That's how they disguise this stuff. Now, we just had a report that came out of Sandy Hook, came out of Connecticut. Based on the Sandy Hook shootings now, they're trying to extend the same kind of control that we've seen extended just this last year in Scotland, following people from the age of birth to the age of 21. Now, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Education has announced that they have $160 million to spread around this country to make this policy work. Stay with us. After the break, we're going to talk about that, and we're also going to have Paul Joseph Watson joining us in the next hour to talk about this and the other articles we just went over. We'll be right back.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Using unparalleled research in the development of a synergistic formulation based around the key concepts of super oxygenation, the next level in cleansing is here. With key ingredients backed by real clinical studies, the new Oxy Powder, available through InfoWars Life, was invented during Dr. Group's research on the toxification of our bodies. Many herbal colon cleansers are harsh on the body and contain cheap and potentially dangerous ingredients, oftentimes full of synthetic fillers, GMOs, additives, or worse. hours. Gently start cleaning your body with easy capsules that start working while you sleep. Oxy Powder does not require time off work, and there's no need for bad-tasting concoctions. Instead, Oxy Powder slowly releases monoatomic oxygen into the intestinal tract and body. Experience the astonishing cleansing power of superoxide and ozonide technology. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to get started with Oxy Powder, or call 1-888-253-3130.